Okay, hey you, we are going to talk about the onboarding pacing tracker today. So the way this works is you're going to see everybody in your class's name down the left-hand side. At the top, these are the due dates. This is how you're going to know if you are on track or if you are falling behind or if you are working ahead. So as you are finding your name, let's say you're Susie, you're going to see that on the 9th, according to this, which this is fake, but according to this, you should have already completed this much work. So you should be done with the work ethic up here by the 9th. You are way behind. So when we're looking at the schedule on this pacing tracker, it's important to pay attention to your dates. Now the next thing that you see is your daily schedule, your benefits, work ethic, productivity, communication, and technology. So each one of those is a lesson that is in your website. So when you're looking in your website here and you see your pacing tracker and then you go down to do your lesson, you click on the benefits. For example, here's the benefits and you scroll down and this is your teal section of benefits. So that matches your teal section of benefits right here in E4. And then you'll notice for the benefits lesson, there's also another, let me close that. There's also another section for the blue. So when you look over here on your sheet, you're going to see for benefits, there's a blue section that you have things to do in. And then when you go back into your other section, down here to the gray section, there is another section for you to do in the gray on benefits. So when you go into your daily schedule lesson, there's only one part in the teal. There's only one part for the login. So every time a lesson starts, it's going to be with the teal. So this is still one lesson, there's 3 parts. And then when you get over here to the next lesson, there's 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts, 1 part, 1 part, 2 parts, 1 part. So for this lesson, or for this unit, these are all the lessons in the unit. Now, as you notice, your names are down the left-hand side of this page, and you're going to see that they're mastered or ready. So as a teacher, I have control over this page, and when you show me your work, either in Google Classroom or in the class or on a Google Meet or however you do, then when you've proved to me that you have mastered the content of that standard, I will mark your cell as mastered. Then I will let you know you're ready for the next one. If you're waiting on me, if you have mastered something and turned it in, at that point, you can go on to the next section. But say you turn something in Friday, let's say I graded over the weekend, and I will go ahead and put in here that you're ready to start the next one. Now, let's look down here to Chanel. Chanel has mastered the daily schedule for the teal section. She's moved on to the next lesson, which is logins, and she's mastered that. Now, if you'll notice, she got up here to the benefits section, and she didn't master that one. So I asked her to go back and revise. So she's revising. Well, let's pretend that she spends several days revising, and she's like, Miss Stevens, this is taking so long, and now I'm falling behind. But I'm working really hard. Well, she's right. She's given good work ethic. She's worked really hard. She's trying really hard to grasp an understanding of this lesson, and that's what we want because we want her to learn. So she's going to ask Miss Stevens, can I skip the benefits, gray, and blue? So yes, I'm going to give her permission because it's more important for her to learn the information in this first part than it is to do the next 2 parts. Okay, now, having said that, you're going to get points. So each student is going to earn points. So Susie has mastered 1. So I can see that she's mastered 1 part of at least 1 lesson. When I look down here to look at Jason, I can see that Jason has mastered 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh, Jason's skipping on me. That's why. So there we go. So Jason has mastered 4 of his lessons. Now, what happens there is this is gonna calculate over here into team points, and I'll explain that in another video. So for every point that you earn, you get 1 point for the teal section. That's worth 1 point. Every blue section you complete and master, you get 2 points. And every gray section that you complete and master, you get 3 points. So Jason mastered 1, 2, 3, 4 things, but he gets 1 point, another 1 point, another 1 point, and then he gets 2 points here. Now that goes into his team points. So you can see that he's mastered 4 things, but he's earned 5 points. Now he has asked permission to skip this one, which means he's going to skip 3 points that could add to the team. And those team points are going to be able to be cashed in for your benefits. So you guys are negotiating your benefits, and that is how you are going to determine what you get for your class. Now, when you need help, the other thing this pacing tracker does is it lets you ask for help. So you want to ask 3 before me, and you want to see, let's see, she's revising, Chanel's revising, so she can look right here and see that Jason, Armand, and Janie have all done this. They've all mastered this one, so she can go straight to them for help and questions if she needs it. Now when you get to the gray section and you are ready to start working with partners on your labs or on your project, you're going to be able to look at the people in your class and the other class, and if you're virtual, you can work with the people in my class, and if you're in my class, you can work with the people who are virtual if your pacing is together. So you can see who's where you are and pick your partners based on this chart.